Budd Crawford versus
It's fun.
Canelo Alvarez. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to learn this real quick. I want to see. All right, don't remove guessing. I'm still new to this. I don't really be going live like that because I don't like talking to myself. I don't got too many followers like that. Live chat. I'm gonna make sure my live chat is visible. Okay, let me see. New manager model, earn more. Yeah, man. So hold on, bro. Let me figure this out. But yeah, so you saying that you really feel that Budd Crawford beating Canelo Alvarez puts him above Floyd Mayweather? You got to be kidding me, bro. No way. No way. No way.
And you want to get right
That's
into it, huh?
that's what we talking about
I,
right now.
I'm just, I want to know. I want to know why you're not that excited about this
I'm
fight.
excited about the fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm starting to build the excitement as of today. The hype hasn't been there like that. It doesn't feel like a big fight week, man. It doesn't have the same type of promotion like when HBO was running boxing. We had 24/7. That was the best documentary content we've ever had leading into a big fight. And it's sad because we're in modern times right now. The quality should be even better, and it's not. The build up for Javante Davis and Ryan Garcia was bigger than this. It was
Well,
bigger than this, bro.
yeah. I mean, yo, fights take on personalities of the fighters, right? Like the build up, is kind of like their personalities. These are two dudes from humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? Who have made it to the grand stage for the grand prize, and they did it, with humility. They quiet about it. You know what I'm saying? So the the lack of build up is basically because they ain't smacking each other and pushing each other around. There's like a mutual respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? That kind of got it like a quiet buzz, but not for me. I'm excited because I've been following Bud his whole career,
You put
basically.
me on to Buck Crawford.
Yeah, so for me, for people that been following Bud, this is like the Super Bowl right now. This is the this dude, yo, how many times this guy has been snubbed, bro? He hasn't got his due. He's beating so many people, you know what I'm saying, quality guys, that people tend to be like, nah, those are nobodies. But, think about how hard it was for this guy to get fights. This guy got ducked by everybody because he had bad buildups and, you know what I'm saying, couldn't sell tickets. Come on, this guy's from Omaha, Nebraska, bro.
Yeah, but
Where,
he
the,
did-
where
he
one
did
day
part
the
of the
weather
damage to
is,
himself. He did part of the damage to himself though, because there was one time when he was a free agent with Top Rank. He was a free agent, and rather than exercising his free agency and signing with Al Haymon, who at the time had Keith Thurman, who was doing this thing. I think Thurman was hurt, but still, he had Errol Spence, a healthy Errol Spence. He had Sean Porter. He had Danny Garcia. Keith Thurman chose to resign with Top Rank. He was trying to get that Manny Pacquiao fight. He never got it. So he wasted a few years during that time. And like I said earlier when we spoke before we got on air, if Bud Crawford would have wiped out 147, let's say he would have took out Keith Thurman, let's say he would have took out Danny Garcia and Jerron Ennis and probably even Virgil Ortiz, and then go to 154 and beat Charlo. And then let's say he goes on to beat Canelo Alvarez, then the conversation's a little bit different. It's a little bit of a different conversation, but you can't put Bud Crawford over Canelo, over Floyd if he beats Canelo because he doesn't have the body of work that Floyd has. He doesn't have a Diego Corrales. He doesn't have an Oscar De La Hoya. He doesn't have a Miguel Cotto. He doesn't have a Shane Mosley. He doesn't have a Zab Judah. He doesn't have a dog. I can go on and on. I could go on and on. So you can't put Bud Crawford as the TBE if he beats Canelo Alvarez. I'm not hearing that. No way. You can't put him over Duran, who went on to beat Ray Leonard, right? We talk about guys that move up and beat bigger guys. Duran moved up to beat a guy that was bigger than him, younger than him, slick black fighter. You know how hard that is? It's a difference when you moving up to being a guy that's just bigger than you and slower than you. He moved up to being a guy that's faster than him, and Ray Leonard. Come on, man. And then look what Ray Leonard did. He came out of retirement, damn near almost lost his eye, right? And came back 3 years and beat Marvin Hagler at 160. You can't put Buck Crawford above Floyd, above Duran, above Ray Leonard, above Sugar Ray Robinson, above Muhammad Ali. Can you put him in the top 10? Absolutely. There's space for the top 10. I can say that for sure. But not top five, bro. Nah, man, he don't got the body or work there.
So going back, Bud is a loyal guy, right? You talking about a
Mhm.
guy that grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, where one day is snowing, the next day is 80 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Humble beginnings, like I said. It's it's one thing to say, yo, he should have went and to the other guys, and all the
Oh
other guys
no.
was at, so he
My bad.
could fight all those other guys, right?
Mhm.
Well, he didn't do that. He's still loyal. He's still with Top Rank. Top Rank gave him his first big payday. You know what I'm saying? So he's still with them. That's what we knocking integrity. We knocking somebody that's loyal. Those guys still didn't want to fight him. They knew it was high risk, low reward. They knew fighting Bud was like, and yo, look, he beat the king of PBC. I don't care car accident or not. If you want to go down Floyd's fights, bro, Floyd didn't fight like we just finished talking about. Floyd didn't fight nobody in their prime.
He beat
Nobody.
Diego Corrales in his prime.
Diego Corrales, okay, that's it. Diego, rest in peace. We can't use Diego Corrales as a meter right now. But what we can use is young Canelo versus old Canelo, right? Because that's what you were saying. I asked you a little while ago. We're gonna say here on live. Who's Floyd's top 5 wins?
Floyd's top. First off, hold on real quick. Yafi, send me a chat. Good looking, bro. Who you saw? Did I saw the Sugar Nunez fight? This Sugar Nunez war last night? Nah, I didn't see it. I didn't even know there was boxing last night. Um, Floyd's five best wins based on who he beat, when he beat them. Canelo Alvarez, that's a win. Even though people say he was old, he was young, he wasn't seasoned, but Canelo Alvarez went on to turn out to be a legend, right? Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, Diego Corrales, Miguel Cotto, and Oscar De La Hoya. Those are for me Floyd's five best wins. Give me Bud's five best wins. One A and one B, I would say Canelo Alvarez and Manny Pacquiao.
So going back, I know I was screaming before, and I was all passionate about it before saying it. But if Bud beats Canelo, your theory, I'm using your words, your theory, yes, he's better than Floyd. If he beats Canelo, he becomes 3-time undisputed in 3 different weight classes. Well, you said 5 weight classes he's a champion in, right?
Four,
Yes, he's better
four,
than he becomes
five, five,
TBE.
five. I will say this: if he beats Canelo, he beats a more
Not
dangerous
23, not
version.
23-year-old Canelo,
If he
32-year-old
beats,
Canelo.
but remember, it's a double-edged sword today. This is Canelo with more wear and tear, right? More wear and tear. Period. Right? Um, more wear and tear, but more accomplished, a more dangerous Canelo. Will Floyd come out of retirement and fight this version of Canelo? No. Floyd was once asked to move up to 160 and fight Triple G. He said no. He was once asked to go to 160 and fight Sergio Martinez, and he said no. Do I think Floyd would have won those fights? I believe so, absolutely. Um, it will be a it will probably be a bigger win than Floyd beating Canelo. It might. I would say that because one, there's more on the line. It's for undisputed for the third time. It's for a more seasoned Canelo, but that's just one win. Floyd has a big body of work. You can't take away what Floyd did, bro. Floyd got a Manny Pacquiao. Once again, we talk about Floyd's best wins. His resume is so deep. You got a 1A and a 1B. You got a Manny win. You got a Canelo win.
Yeah.
And then you look at the other wins. You know what I mean? I can't put him over Floyd. I can't. I'm sorry.
You got a after Marquez knockout Pacquiao. You got a 23-year-old Oscar De La Hoya. You got a not prime got beaten up with the Plasters of Paris Cotto. You got. I mean, we could go on and on
Yeah, but
about Floyd's
Cotto
record, bro.
still
And
went on. Cotto was resurgent. He got on a winning streak. He became a champion. He avenged the loss to Margarito, and then Cotto went on to still become a middleweight champion, bro. You can't take away from that.
listen,
That's what boxing is
I'm
like,
not.
real life. You go ups and downs.
Listen, I'm not going. I'm not going to disrespect the great Miguel Cotto. I ain't going to do that, right? Obviously, but still, bro. He wasn't in his prime. My point is to say that he didn't beat Zab Judah Cotto. He didn't beat Shane Mosley Cotto. He didn't beat. You understand what I'm saying? Floyd was picking and choosing. I'm not saying Floyd ain't great. Floyd is great, 50-0 TBE, right? Because if I say Floyd is not the greatest ever, then this Canelo win for Bud when he beat Canelo Saturday night. he won't be TBE. I'm beats Canelo, Bud, that is, then he will be TBE. You're saying his resume. I'm saying his accomplishments. Who got more accolades?
Buck Crawford, because Buck Crawford's been
Bud
undisputed.
or Floyd?
Floyd
All right,
never been undisputed. But once again,
okay.
for me, the name makes the belt more important. And once again, to Miguel Cotto, that version of Miguel Cotto body bags everybody that Buck Crawford beat. He beats Errol
Let me
Spence.
tell you something.
He beats Sean Porter. He beats Kell Brook. He knocks Amir Khan into a whole nother galaxy, right? And that's that version of Miguel Cotto.
From now, 30 years from now, nobody's gonna remember Floyd's resume.
You kidding me?
All they're gonna see is the accolades. They're gonna see the act. They're gonna see the.
Now you
They're gonna see the
freestyling right
three-time
now.
undisputed. They're gonna see three-time undisputed Terrence Bud Crawford. That's what they're gonna see. 40 years from now, nobody gonna remember um Diego Corrales. They're gonna remember three-time undisputed, the only male to ever do.
Bro, let me ask you a question. Do we still remember Muhammad Ali's resume? Do we still remember Sugar Ray Leonard's resume? Are we in the age of the
It.
internet, social media?
Yeah,
Floyd Mayweather's
they made
resume
movies.
is
They
going to
made
be
yo
spoken
listen.
about.
They made movies. They made movies of Muhammad Ali, bruh. They made movies of Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're gonna make movies of the people that have the most charisma.
Nah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? The most
Floyd's
character.
resume is etched in stone,
That's my
bro. Those are guys that's always going to be mentioned. You telling me nobody's going to know who Manny Pacquiao is? Canelo, Marquez, Cotto, Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya? Come on, man.
what I'm
Come
saying
on,
is,
man.
man,
Once again,
you got
resume means
you
more,
said
bro.
I'm taking your theory. You said Canelo's the best guy he ever beat. I'm saying he three-time undisputed and he beat the best guy Floyd ever beat. That's it didn't happen yet. I know that. I know it ain't happened yet, but when it does,
It hasn't happened yet.
you gonna turn around, it's gonna make you question who's better. All right, listen. Let's say he. All right, so you're telling me if he beats Canelo, goes back down to 154, takes care of Boots, and then takes care of Ortiz, then he good?
That's a different conversation once again, because that will be him adding more depth to his resume. If he does that, like I said, we gotta hold this conversation for a later date because right now, as of now, their careers are winding down. I usually don't like putting anybody on anybody's list that's active. You know what I mean? I like to wait till they
yo,
retire.
yo, hold on. I'm reading your comments right now. Somebody just said Floyd beat Conor McGregor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Somebody also said,
Yo,
Yancey also said, don't forget Ricky Hatton was a good win too, because Ricky Hatton at the time had beat Kasazu, but that's not his top five. That's not a top five though, but that's a good win. You know, Ricky Hatton at 140 is a bigger win than all the Buck Crawford's wins at 140. I'll tell you that much. And I didn't even mention Ricky Hatton, and he made it to the Hall of Fame. That's another Hall of Fame on his resume. Come
yo,
on, man.
if we bringing up Ricky, yo, not for nothing, no disrespect, but we bringing up Ricky Hatton, then you got to bring up the guys that what's the guy? What's the one that everybody's complaining about on Buzz Record? You said him before. I can't remember his name. What was the guy's name that Bud beat that he brought up? Kavalaskis? Who was
He
he
didn't bring,
said?
no, he didn't bring him up before them at 147. He dropped Buck Crawford.
Victor Postal.
Victor Postal
These
was
are
a solid win, but you can't compare that to Ricky Hatton. Does Victor Postal have a Hall of Fame worthy career? Ricky Hatton does. He's a Hall of Fame already. So we can't go there.
we gonna wait. You said we're gonna wait, right? We're gonna
We're
see.
gonna wait. Yeah, but all he's doing is losing right now. I don't even think he's fighting anymore. He's done. He ain't going to no Hall of Fame. Victor
Postal,
Postal's out of here. They packed him up
Postal's done.
already, man. He's packed up, bro. Gary Antoine Russell packed him up already. He's done. He ain't coming back to have a Hall of Fame career. Get out of here, man. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. We ain't doing that. He is done.
I'm excited for this fight, bro. That's all I can say, man.
Yeah.
I'm very excited
No,
for
no,
this fight.
listen,
I
man,
can't
I'm
wait
gonna
to
be real
see
with you. I'll be real with you.
100 million paper. I mean, 100 million Netflix views.
I'm gonna give you my top 10 list right now. My top 10 all time right now. In order. Number one, I got Sugar Ray Robinson. Number two, I got Floyd Mayweather. Number three, I got
It's
Muhammad
gonna be
Ali.
Budd Crawford.
Number four, I got Sugar Ray Leonard. Number five, I got Roberto Duran. Number six, I got the great Henry Armstrong, right? He held belts in three divisions at the same time. And number seven, I might have Roy Jones Jr. number 7 probably. Roy Jones. Number 8, I'm gonna go with Pernell Whitaker. Number 9, I'm gonna go with this is a good one too. Number 9, I gotta find somebody to put number 9. I might have room for Buck Crawford at number 9 or number 8.
What? What about to take your
Around
number
that.
2 spot, bro?
Nah, he's not overtaking. He's not overtaking none of those guys. He ain't overtaking Ray Robinson. He's not overtaking Floyd. He's not overtaking nobody in the top 5 if he beats Canelo. Now, if he beats Canelo and goes back down to 154 and becomes undisputed in this era of 154, as deep as it is with talent, like I said, we got to come back and revise this whole conversation because now he's adding more to his legacy, more to his resume, and he'll be doing all that in his late 30s. So yeah, that's a hell of a conversation if he does that. Now, if he loses to Canelo and goes back down to 154 and undisputed, he still solidifies himself as an all-time great.
Yo,
Yeah. When you waving the white flag,
yeah, that's you. You won, bro. You got it.
say no more,
Yo, we
my
gonna
guy.
talk later, bro.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Later.
Let me figure out how to take this, though.